All right, well, it appears that the Daily Wire has taken to Cyber Monday to announce a brand new movie. And, I think while I've had individual disagreements with individuals at the Daily Wire, I still think what they do is important, creating culture. People like me can critique it all day long, which they do as well. But I will always and forever give them credit for, actually going out and creating something, even if it's something I like or don't like, it doesn't matter. They're going out there and creating it. Now, none of the movies I think that the Daily Wires have made have not been like, cinematic masterpieces. But I will say this, you can watch them and kind of know exactly what to expect. And I think that that's fine. I think that that's good. Anything that you might watch on the Hallmark Channel or something like that's kind of how I view the Daily Wire productions. So Hollywood won't make a movie about how laughably absurd it is that we are now allow grown men to call themselves women and dominate women's sports. Well, didn't they make Joanna Man? I'm pretty sure Joanna Man did that. I can't even remember if I actually saw that movie or if I just kind of know about it. But I thought it was I guess they weren't saying he was it was like was it a Wayans brother and he like dressed up as a woman and played basketball, I thought. But anyway, introducing our first full-length comedy, Lady Ballers. Available daily December 1st. Okay. I think South Park obviously did their very famous episode 2. One of the best ones they've ever done. A 3-minute trailer. That's pretty long.
Where women's sports is
that actually Riley Gaines? It looks like Riley Gaines.
In a world where women's sports is
I'm pretty sure.
transformed, the Daily Wire calls foul with the most triggering comedy of the year.
Yeah, I don't like it when something calls itself if the intent that you're making is just to trigger, I don't like that. I'd rather they just kind of own it, but whatever. Okay.
Guys, this is serious.
Oh, this is from Bonfire Legend, too. Okay, I actually met that guy. Dallas, I think his name was. He's a really cool guy.
Sports can be your pathway to a better life.
Well, like yours?
Please don't steal my catalytic converter again.
Wait, is that Jeremy Boring is starring in it? Did all these people from the Daily Wire secretly want to be Hollywood actors? I feel like, well, we know that Brett Cooper is an actress. I think it's probably going to be so far.
Well,
okay.
like yours?
Please don't steal my catalytic converter again. Winning matters. It's the key ingredient in becoming a winner.
Maybe you should try it sometime. Are you gonna move?
I am not.
Let's cut to the chase. I know you're not a woman.
Hey, you don't know how he identifies.
If you can beat
Okay.
What do you know about the U.S. Opens for the Global Games?
You want us to compete as women. Dollar prizes.
My lover says you were a great coach back in the day.
Oh, is that Matt Walsh? That's
You want
funny.
us to compete as women. $5,000 prizes.
My lover says you were a great coach back in the day.
My lover. I mean, okay, it is cringe, but it's like funny cringe, I guess. I don't know.
join
This is the way the world is now. My 8-year-old daughter told me all about it. So a guy can become a girl with no physical changes at all.
Oh, that's called gender fluid.
So I can be a woman on the court and a man in the bedroom. I can't believe it. Nice.
You mean when you're sleeping?
Yes.
Okay, that's funny.
Alex, we could play basketball.
We'd have to get the whole team back together.
it's time
We're in.
I'm in.
I'm in.
to play
Lady Ballers. Mount up.
I mean, I'll probably watch it. I'd say so far, like, I hope Um, yeah, it's a movie for your drunkle. Yeah, I have a feeling I'll have a lot of like 50 to late 50-year-old dudes being like, "Bro, have you seen Lady Ballers?" But you know what? Again, they're creating the culture, and I think that that's good. I would say right now, halfway through, I'd give this movie a popcorn watch. You know, if you look at like I don't know if it's the same, but it's like Sandler humor, right? I still think that like Happy Gilmore is funny at 40, as you know, it was when I first saw it, probably 16, 17 years old. But like it just, the comedy hits a little different. But this is, I mean, if you were gonna say, oh, the Daily Wire is gonna make a movie, I would say this is the exact movie most people would expect. I'd say it looks kind of funny.
Like a girl.
Guess what? I'm with her. I'm in my truth. This is my truth.
From heroes
Day one of being a girl athlete. I love being a girl.
Dylan Mulvaney
We
burn.
could dominate every woman's sport. Running, swimming, soccer. I said sport, Felix.
All right, okay. It makes all the jokes that you would expect. Dodgeball vibes, early 2000s comedy vibe. Yeah, I'd agree with that.
It's ladies basketball, boys. Nobody watches.
Okay, I mean,
Excuse me. Are these seats open?
Ted Cruz?
Never mind.
getting dunks.
Oh, no, I don't like that. Oh, okay, they saved it.
Trunks.
No, she didn't. That's the biggest I've ever seen on a lady. I don't care.
Lady.
Ben Shapiro, everybody's in it, so.
Ever seen on a lady. I don't care.
Lady Ballers.
One can even be trans age now, which provides Sheelix with a wonderful opportunity
Sheelix?
to relive all the experiences that she missed out on in school.
Streaming exclusively on Daily Wire Plus December 1st.
All right, it's fine. It's fine. Like, it's fine. You know, I think it'll have some laughs. Now, I'm worried because like that's a long trailer, and I hope that it had the feeling of one of those trailers where like you've seen all the jokes. But I don't. I like that they're in here, the Daily Wire people are in it. I think that creates more buy-in. They all look to, as long as they just play themselves, they'll be fine. It's probably, I think one counterpoint that you could make is it's essentially the same thing as, wait, is that Matt Walsh right there? With a smile on his face, enjoying the BBC? I can't tell. I know he's in it. It's still like, here's the thing. This is one of the things. One of the things that you don't want out of like the Daily Wire media is that like, Benchwarmers is another vibe. I'd say like a meme length movie it's fine. I think ultimately this is just for the fans. This is some fan service, but it is, it's content that is political in nature. The entire point of the movie is to be political. Now, this is not what the Daily Wire promised. The Daily Wire said that they were going to make movies that were apolitical, and that, they did do that. With Run, Hide, Fight, sort of apolitical, I guess. And then you have Terror on the Prairie, which definitely was not political. and they had that superhero Hyperions, I think it was called. So like this is definitely just leaning right into it, leaning right into the joke. I think they could have made this into, I think it's a fair point, this could have been a mini series, like 10 episodes, but that would have probably required a lot more commitment, a lot more time commitment. But the Daily Wire is working on some cool stuff. I mean, they got this coming out, I guess, this year. Then you have that Pendragon thing, which looks pretty cool. Basketball, dodgeball, ladybugs, Caddyshack. Yeah. You know what, though? This type of humor, like, this is a movie that could have been made in the 2000s and been, like, normal. Like, it would have been, like, not offensive. Does that make sense? And I do think that, you know what? It's fine by me. I think it'll be funny. As long as these guys don't, like, take themselves too seriously and they just play, like, these are, like, this, like, oh my God, it's not a woman. How dare you? Like, it's a cringe boomer con joke, but it's still funny. You know what I mean? Like, it's still funny. And I think that this will be good. And, you know, comedy is extremely powerful in terms of, like, just, like, lampooning things to show people how ridiculous it is. Now, this is obviously some, oh, here's Brett Cooper. I missed her. Here's Brett Cooper. And is that Michael Knowles there? So I mean I think it's funny that that the actual Daily Wire staff is in it. I think that's funny. If you want, like, this would be like a 1-2 hour long the Quartering meme intro, but as something that's just like extra value for people who are already paying for Daily Wire Plus, I'd say it's good. I'd give this movie, you know, if it were on Comedy Central, it's like Grandma's Boy. You know, Grandma's Boy's on. It's always good enough to leave on. I'm sure that this will have some laughs and will be good. And so, you know, good for them on creating culture. It looks like most of the comments are saying, you know, it's amazing. I can't wait to laugh my balls off. Haven't seen a great comedy in years. I think this is going to play to the Daily Wire base very, very good. And, I think that's good. I think that creating culture is ultimately good. So congrats on that to them. Yeah, here's Walsh. I mean, they played into, like, this is a genius role for Matt Walsh. You know, like, I think if you're a fan of these people, I think these type of movies will hit better than, like, their Snow White remake. Does that make sense? Because fans of all these individual personalities will get to see them in a movie that, you know, is funny and, you know, I think that's pretty good. So good on them, Daily Wire. I hope your movie's a big success.